Good day, brothers and sisters of Local 2627. Today is Monday, November the 8th, and here's a few things that's going on. One thing that's going on, you have to be more cognizant about what's happening in your life, in the life in the union where you work. A member called last week and asked me when was his title changed. Now, this member works for DOE. If you remember, the member was taken out of DC 37 way back in March. This member had not a clue that he was not part of DC 37 anymore. How can that happen? Every week there are people who come into this building and ask for certain people, and you ask them what union are they in. They say DC 37. And you say, well, no, you mean what union are you in? They say DC 37. We say, well, you're not in, everybody's in DC 37. What particular union do you work for? They don't know. Then we ask them, what kind of work do you do? And then we're able to narrow down what union this person is in. Now, believe it or not, most of these people that we talk to like that have been working for 10 or 15 or 20 years, and they have no idea what union they're in. They came into the building finally because they got into some type of trouble. They should have been in contact with the union all of these years. Now, you have to be involved. I mean, the elections just came up. We didn't do as well as we wanted to do, but we did all right. We got Dinopoli, and as a controller, maybe he can stem some of the flow, this negative flow that Cuomo's trying to do. The DC 37 this year didn't endorse any gubernatorial candidates because none of them are pro-union. All of them are anti-union. They want to go after our pensions. They want to bring more contractors in. I mean, and if you didn't go to the polls, shame on you. The only way we can protect our livelihoods is by making a name for ourselves by going out there and voting for the right people. Now, another thing that we need to talk about is you need to get these educations. The National Bureau of Economic Research said that the recession was over in 2009, June 2009, but unemployment is still 9.6. Now, there are a lot of people sitting home. You know what the people sitting home doing? They are studying, going to school, going online, learning things. These are going to be the people that are going to be competing for your jobs. You need to get training, and I'm saying this over and over again. You need to get training. You need to get certifications. We have put some tools out there for you to give you access to certification. You need to use them. Some of our titles are titles who are becoming obsolete. A lot of the operations titles are becoming obsolete. A lot of the software titles are becoming obsolete. If you have years to hang around here, you need to be doing whatever it is necessary to get additional training or train yourself into something else, because there are going to be people coming off the street with the skills that are necessary, and you're going to wind up standing there marking time. This is a serious business. Now, as I mentioned before, DCAS is looking for 38 positions to, I think the title is called Test and Measurement Specialist, because they want to start giving, or they're being forced to start giving exams. Now, we need to be ready when they get the exams. We need to be ready for our members taking over the City Time project in June of next year. We need to be ready. We understand that there's JavaScript. There's going to be a lot of networking stuff going on. I made a request last week for exams for the certified titles, all of the certified titles, and also computer programmer analyst title. You need to get the skills necessary. Now, that being said, let me clarify something with longevity. There seems to be a problem where people don't understand what longevity is. Now, I'm not going to talk about a particular amount because different agencies or different contracts have different amounts. But what I will say in general is there's basically longevity given in two or three times. One, there's some titles that get it after the first year, and then there's other titles that get it after 3 years. Now, there's another longevity that comes in after 15 years, which is the MECA longevity, which is about $800. Now, with the other longevities, you're not necessarily going to get them on your anniversary date, meaning that if your anniversary date is in March, you don't necessarily have to get that longevity payment on March. It will be whenever the quarterly or biannually, whenever your particular agency does it. But they will retroactively pay you back. Now, longevity is broken down between the paychecks. So, for example, if the longevity is $4,000 a year, then you will get that $4,000 split up between 26 paychecks over the year. Now, there's been a lot of confusion because some people think that they get a raise every year. No, it's not a raise. You have that, whatever the amount, when I use $4,000 as an example, you'll have that $4,000 added as part of your pay each year. That's what longevity is. If there's any other questions about longevity, then you should call this office and maybe we can explain it to you a little bit more clearly. But basically is you get additional money every year, and this money is divided over the 26 paychecks of the year. Now, good and welfare. We donated to one of ASME directors who's looking over one of the locals over here that's under administratorship. John Cullen's father died. We made a donation to the family's charity. And unfortunately, we had another member who passed away on his way to work today. Works for HHC. I will not mention the member's name yet because I don't know if all the family members have been notified. But of course, our feelings, our sympathy goes out to his family, and it goes out to this member. And until next week, and please get your education. Please get your education. Times are getting very dire out there, and we have people out there who are sitting home all day just getting training, just getting certification. This is your competition. Until next week, in solidarity, Robert Ajayi.